We went to New River Gorge National Park. Let's talk about it. First off, we stayed in this marvelous Airbnb that's walkable distance down to the restaurants and the coffee shops. It's called the historic Morris Harvey House Inn, and I highly recommend. Some of the rooms have their own restroom. Ours did not, so we shared a bathroom down the hall, and we never ran into any issues with not being able to get into it when we wanted to. There is a speakeasy on the first floor, and if you run into gorgeous weather like we did, there is a front porch to enjoy. October was definitely the right month to go to this park for us. The owners of this boutique hotel love Halloween, and they really dressed this house up for the season so well. After we dropped off our luggage, we walked 3 minutes to Pies and Pints. The pizza was some of the best I've ever had, and there also was outdoor seating. We wanted to catch a hike and a sunset before the day was over, so we headed to the Endless Wall Trail. This trail is rated 4.8 stars on all trails, and the fall colors were on point. We hiked to the Diamond Point overlook and back, and it was just the perfect hike for our first day. We made sure to bring our headlamps just in case, and thank goodness we did. We definitely needed those on the way back to the car. We got a really good night's sleep at the boutique hotel and started off our next day with a bridge walk. It was around $180 for the both of us, and it was really neat to hear some more history about the bridge. If you do the bridge walk, take extra care with your phone because there was somebody in our group who accidentally dropped their phone off of the bridge. Next, we went to the Cathedral Cafe for food and drink. I had the Reuben. I highly recommend that as well. The setting in there is gorgeous, including stained glass windows to boot. Next, we headed to the Park Loop trailhead to hike the forest. I did see my first calostoma fungus on this trail, which I was really pumped about. Next, we headed back into town to eat at a place called Wanderlust Creative Foods. If you are a foodie, you will want to go here. They have Indian dishes, which my daughter and I will never pass up. After dinner, we took a stroll to the Secret Sandwich Society to grab some key lime pie to go. Finally, we walked back to our boutique hotel and enjoyed a drink that we ordered from the speakeasy on the first floor. We started off our third day at Rangefinder Coffee. This seems to be the place where all the climbers fuel up before they head off for some adventure. After we grabbed our cortados, we enjoyed the driving audio tour of the Gorge, which was just really relaxing and really neat to learn some more history about this place. The last thing that we did before we left this area was head to the Wood Iron Eatery in town, which is another beautiful historic building that has a lot of great breakfast choices on the menu. When we headed out of town, we chose to take the route that would take us by the Glade Creek Grist Mill. The mill was not open that day, but it was still fun to see this photo-famous mill. Our destination for the day was Columbia, South Carolina, but we love to break up our drives to make it a little bit more fun, so we stopped in North Carolina to check out some of the thrift shops. We made it to our reservation at MOA Korean Barbecue, then went straight to bed. Day 4 was our canoe excursion through Congaree National Park, which we both really enjoyed and got to see a pair of water moccasins. We must have came at the right time because I've always heard about how wild the mosquitoes are in this park, and we didn't run into one. We spent the rest of the evening exploring the University of South Carolina campus. Day 5, we are headed to the Great Smoky Mountains National Park and stopping at the Biltmore on the way there. I can definitely tell why this is such a popular place to visit. There are places to eat on the grounds. We decided to go to Cedric's Tavern and get some fish and chips. Our first stops in Great Smoky Mountains National Park were Oconaluftee Visitor Center and Kewohi. We did hike all the way up to the top. Vision was pretty much zero, but I kind of love when it's misty and foggy. Finally, we headed to our stay for the night. It is called Zoder's Inn and Suites. It's got a creek running through this complex, and our balcony was facing the creek. I usually like to stay at Airbnbs, but I could not pass up this cute old hotel. Plus, it put us at only a few minutes walk to the Thai restaurant that we chose. Day 6, straight to the donut fryer. We've heard how popular it is, and we were not going to miss out. We rented bikes on day 6 and biked the entire Cades Cove Loop. Plus, we hiked to Abrams Falls mid-loop. Day 7 is a bigger elevation day because we won the lottery to stay at the LeConte Lodge. We went up the Rainbow Fall Trail, and it definitely took us longer than what we had expected. There was a gift shop at the top and complimentary hot chocolate for everyone that was staying at the lodge. The supper and breakfast that the lodge provided was both very good and filling. Plus, they did have games available at the dining hall that you were welcome to take back to your cabin. Again, we had a very foggy evening and morning, but I love that. On our way down, we decided to take the Alum Cave Trail. It was much shorter. On our way back to the airport, we did have time to stop and eat in Townsend, Tennessee. The place was called Peaceful Side Social, had outdoor seating, and was very good. And that is it for this triple park itinerary. Like and subscribe to catch us on our next adventures.